Well, good morning. Viewers, welcome to YouTube Live Sports, bringing you all the action from Club Charlestown for the National Death Bowls Championships. We're looking at the pairs. Matt Harris, great to be here in commentary. I have asked our president, Michael, and he took my notepad with me, and I currently don't have the players' names or where they're from. I am looking here. We do believe we've got a person representing New South Wales, might be WA, could be Victoria, and another New South Wales player. So I'm going to go and trouble Michael. Our players are just getting through their final trial in, so it's not a major biggie at the moment that we haven't got the score board up with the names. But interesting drive from Northern Beaches this morning, and I left home at around about a bit after 5, and the rain was horrendous. So wherever you're watching from, not such a beautiful day here in New South Wales, particularly in the Newcastle region, but we're here, so welcome. And I believe this could be our ladies semi-final in the pairs, but I've just got to look at the schedule, and I'll get back to you. So just, I'll set the cameras up to make sure that we can follow the next end while I go and find out who's on the stream. And we do have, I believe she's our 16-year-old youngster who loves this sport, and she was actually leading the eventual women's national singles champion, I think by 17-2, and got beaten. So all good there. So we will have a chat to our skippers to make sure that they aren't in line with where they need to be. And that's where our cameras are, which does make it a little bit challenging if they do stay in the road. So we'll work our best we can, and while I'm just going to get some information for you, hopefully you can just appreciate the vision that we will have for you. So welcome, sit back and relax. I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you sort of long in, long out, we're going to be broadcasting all day. If you're here with us on Tuesday, I was on the broadcast for close to 11 hours, so we sort of will keep this stream going for the next couple of hours. So wherever you're watching from, get on the chat, let us know how things are going, and we'll enjoy each other's company as we produce and bring to you the first time ever on YouTube Live Sports, the National Death. And if you've got the captions on, apparently it actually comes up with Death, D-E-A-T-H, which is a little bit problematic. But anyway, we'll work with that as best we can. So it looks like we may have to change my camera around to the middle if we're not getting it much vision with our skipper standing in the road. Or I'll be back in a couple of moments, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Players are just waiting for everyone to sort of be sorted. Michael, the president's actually playing, so I've got another helper just getting the names for me and how many ends we're playing, and we'll go from there. But we're right to go, so there's hand signals all over the place, and they're all going, let's do it, let's go. Yeah, look, if you're in the area, come on down. Club Charlestown. Wear something warm. It is quite fresh here at the moment. I've got shorts and a sort of a little parka on, but I'll be running back to the car to go and get that on because, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit fresh. But that's all right. So just enjoy the coverage. There won't be as much chatter. We'll be purely talking about the bowls. And then we'll go from there. A lot of the athletes are feeling a little bit weary. They've been doing a lot of bowls. They've paid all their own way and they've come from all over the country. And it's great to have them here. Okay. My apologies for that that radio silence, but I needed to get some information, and they've given me information on all the rinks that are playing at the moment, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 rinks playing. And I've got information for rinks 4, 5 and 6, but not 3. And that's okay, they've done very well. Now, currently on the mat all the way from WA is, we saw her on our live stream just before, that's Kate Lease. And she's using Dynamics, size 2. And they are the grey looking bowl. I will depart to my car very shortly to go and get some longer pants on, because you can see temperature compared to Tuesday is fresh. And this is our finalist and runner-up, Helen Cruden from the Central Coast. She's using the Taylor SRVs, and she's got the orange bowl. And I will have a little chat to our players to try and get them to stand off the centre line, but that will take me leaving as well. I did have my wonderful helper, Billy Baxter, but Billy's not here at the moment, so it's okay. And you're watching the pairs at the moment. And this is a 16-year-old Prue Staines. And she had a really lovely campaign in the singles, but just wasn't able to get the job done over the eventual winner. So she loves the sport of bowls, and it's great to see young people involved in this fabulous sport that, if you're watching, we all enjoy. And I thought my camera would go pear-shaped, so my apologies with that. I'm just working on our presets because my program didn't like me this morning, but that's okay. I can work with it. It's just a matter of readjusting everything again. Here we go. Slightly longer length. And the bowler on the screen there, from the Scorchers, Tarrant Point Bowling Club, Tony Rose Robson. She's using XGs, size 0s, and a fair effort. And we are bowling 3-bowl pairs. Now that means our leads will bowl 3 bowls, and then our skippers change over and bowl 3 bowls. So at the changeover, on that head, it looks like it is definitely, well, actually a measure between those 2 bowls. Players are just adjusting their sort of mindset and getting ready for and adjusting to the green speed. Probably running around about 13, 14. And we did get to see a fair bit of Helen Cruden from the Central Coast. She's from the Arimba Lisa Rowe RSL Club. She's got the SRVs. And we saw her on the live stream on Tuesday, both in the semi-final and the final. And she was a runner-up. You can see from the vision there, the pictures, but I do believe that she is one down at the moment with a lovely shot coming in. Lands that, sits it, rolls in. Well done. Fair effort from Kate. Might have just out. Coming down on the backhand, and as we saw on Tuesday, Helen sort of has a very front-on approach. And a good morning to Peter Nelson. I'm not sure about bowls link, but I'll get back to you. But the person I can ask that question to is currently on the green. So I'll find out and let you know, but it might not be until after this match. Positive weight, just slightly under her line. Hand signal. She is suggesting, and this is Tony, Helen's partner, that I think we're holding. Bowl's on its way. All right, we will endeavour to get Kate to remind her to move out of the way of the camera. So she's quite excited. She wants to see all the action, but it doesn't sort of help us. Now at the moment it is 1 to the team of Cruden. And we will get the correct score for you now. I've just had confirmation of what the score is. And it is all square, 2 all on 2. Kate Lease from the Eton Bowling Club in Western Australia, using the dynamic. Size 2 on the forehand. Her partner, Prue Staines from the Leopold Bowls Club in Victoria, using the Dreamline XGs. She's only 16 years young. That's a fair effort. It is a 1 shot currently to the skip on the mat, Helen Cruden from New South Wales. That's her viewpoint from there. Bowl coming in. Two all on 2 ends. And it seems to be going pretty well for the players at the moment. Good line, needs the jack. Wow, lovely shot. And if you haven't joined us before, this is Mr. Talkie calling out the toucher and the dancing frog. And then, if we get a chance, we try and see the replay of that terrific shot. And there you go. Wonderful. And Helen did try and play a bowl with a fair bit of attacking weight, and it is a 4 count at the moment. Fairly straightforward draw, and we are looking at a total of 15 ends. And it's on its way. It just has to clear that front red bowl. A little bit heavy. Oh. Needed to be high. It's definitely... Yeah, she may have only got 2. Oopsie. Yeah. Skipper, Kate Lease. I wouldn't imagine be too impressed with that. She's just had the chance to have a total handful there, and she's touched the jack, and we'll give it a little toucher, but no dancing frog, because instead of having 5 shots, they only picked up 2. And that could be telling in this ladies' semi-final. Okay, we've just had our guest commentator come in. Can you hear me in your ears?
Very loudly.
All right, so I need to turn you down. Can you speak a bit more?
Yes. How
How's
are we
that
all?
volume in your ears a bit better?
A bit better, yes.
Want it down even further?
Yeah, that would be good.
Tell me.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right. My first ever experience doing this, I couldn't hear for 2 days. Mr. Daniel Hill,
Good morning.
title here, bowls coordinator?
Yes, bowls coordinator here at Club Charlestown. It's a fantastic facility, fantastic club. It's
Talk
just
about
a good job.
fantastic. Absolutely. And what a great experience for this club going into Platinum Bowls New South Wales.
Yeah, it's exciting times.
But we've got the national championships here for deaf, and then that's coming up as captions as deaf. So DEAF,
Yes.
Deaf Bowls Australia, and our youngster showing that she's rather brave, and that's young Prue Staines.
Yes, I've been watching a bit of her throughout the week.
And she's been doing a really good job.
Can play, yes.
But they've actually been here now, what, they got here on Monday?
No, they started their games on Sunday, Father's Day.
And they've, obviously at the end of the week, they're starting to get a little bit weary.
No, I'm weary watching them.
So we've got the pairs semi-finals this morning and finals and then triples, and they then finish up on Friday.
Finish
and
up
then,
tomorrow with triples as well.
And
yes.
then a celebration and a get-together on the Friday night.
Yes, yep.
And then all done. But the one other exciting thing here is World Championships perhaps in 2027. Obviously the viewership on live streaming on YouTube Live Sports is very new for Deaf Bowls. There's a lot of, not conjecture, but their sense of belonging in para bowls. They're not part
absolutely.
of that at the moment because a lot of the deaf community, it's a silent disability. The championships for New South Wales versus Queensland were just held at Cabra.
Yep.
New South Wales won it, but you've got people in chairs and people with maybe cerebral palsy and people who are blind and other forms of disability. But at the moment, currently, and I'm not too sure if that's in relation to the type of disability, so classifications and all those things, but Paralympics, Olympic Games, I don't know enough about it to make comment, but I'm just letting you know that this is the first time we've done it. So how's your community embraced this? Because there's been lots of people down here, and I think he had social ladies bowls on Tuesday.
They're actually coming up behind us now as well.
But what a great exposure.
Oh, absolutely. We're very proud to be hosting this event. We had them here 2 years ago in another championship that they had, and from there we've just maintained our relationship with them, and they're fantastic. Everyone's just great people. They love coming here. We have the facilities to host them.
Yeah, terrific community, and you've got ladies' social bowls on again today.
Just walking up behind us, yes.
And we will talk about the bowls, obviously, mainly, and
absolutely.
We look at Kate. Kate is no stranger to being on the live stream.
I did watch her on the semi-final in the singles the other day, yes.
And this is the matchup.
yes.
And Helen actually got the chocolates, so to speak.
Definitely.
And then became the silver medalist, losing that final. But the thing about Helen's part is she's from Tarrant Point.
Yes.
We know Tarrant Point is now a ex-Platinum Bowls New South Wales club. However, they've now got two coming up for Open Gender. They'll have two one-grade clubs,
Yes.
Teams, and they no doubt will probably want to push in for election or nomination back into Bowls New South Wales. So I actually had a chance to play with Ray Pearce, who's a fellow bowls coordinator like yourself,
Yes.
at Woonona at a tournament in the Illawarra region. And he goes, yeah, we've created a good headache for ourselves, where we've got a squad of about 24 players, close to 28.
Yep.
And unlike most other Platinum clubs, they've all hung around. The Axe and
Yep.
Kyle Hansen.
Absolutely.
Where if you look at Engadine, well, I'll be controversial, and I've said this before, I don't know if they'll front for Platinum. So I don't know if there's a third
Fair enough,
club
yeah.
that's looking for it. But everyone's gone. Young Jake Atkins gone to Wiseau's.
I did see that.
They lost Jay Bruce and Jack Lewis
Yep.
to Cabra. And if I was a person trying to make a name for myself, and there's a lot of Kiwis that are coming into the region to play, would you want to go to Engadine or maybe to a place like Charlestown or Soldiers Point?
Well, I can give them my phone number if they need it.
And it looks like a one-shot to Team Cruden. And so we're looking at perhaps a 4-3 scoreline on 4. But the thing I love about it, New South Wales versus... Well, we've got the Western Australia there, but it's a combination team of Western Australia and Victoria.
It is, yes.
But we've got a 4-3 scoreline on 4.
And I think I've put the names on the board the wrong way, so I'll fix that up in a minute. Yep.
We'll flip it round. And to tell me about the facility here, 2 undercover greens. Has
Yes.
it always been the case?
No, they've been in for approximately 2 years now, a bit over 2 years.
And what was... Obviously, you had...
We had 2 grass greens
and what
before that.
What were they?
They were TIFF Dwarf greens, or TIFF Eagle greens, I think. But under the tutelage of Greg Geese, one of the best greenkeepers in the region.
Okay.
And
And so a budget, what was the sort of total capital works that was invested in obviously providing such a wonderful facility? Ballpark, was there anything?
Ballpark, probably between 3 and 4 mil.
And time to build? 6 months?
Yeah, 6 to 8 months. We had to go through a lot of hoops with council and stuff like that.
So did you keep one green open, or did you just go, look, bowlers, sorry, for the next bit? We
No.
don't have a lot of bowls.
We're pretty lucky. We got a green out the back as well. It's not the best, but we were able to play a few things out there. We also have a sister club, Lambton, which is 10 minutes away. So
Okay.
we played a lot of pennant games and stuff out of there.
Yep.
So yeah, we got through it.
Terrific.
Bit of a juggle.
And your tenure here, you've been here?
I've been here 8 years in November. So
Wow.
I'm part of the furniture at the moment.
I can see
Don't
that.
tell the board that.
And what do you enjoy so much about being here? The community obviously is...
It's just a
second to
fantastic
none.
club, yeah. Ever since I've been here, the club itself has been wonderful. The members are fantastic. They've embraced me. Bowls-wise, we're quite strong, as you said. We're going into the Platinum Pennant. We've grown that over the 8 years that I've been here.
Well, you had a great campaign in the Open Gender.
We did. We won our Region 1 grade and got to the quarterfinals of the state, beaten by Corrimal, who ended up going on to win it. So
I'm going to speak to the Mr. Fox. Could you speak to Kate just off camera? You're on. We've got you on here. Good morning, sir. She just needs to maybe keep out of the picture another sort of metre, because what she's doing is when she gets excited, we're watching her back. Thank you. The one on the right. Yeah. Thanks, mate. I just turned you down anyway, Daniel. But
all good. Yep.
We've just got to change the scoreboard around, because we've got New South Wales and then Western Australia combination Victoria just around the wrong way. And what I'll probably do when this game does finish, I have to lower my tripod at this end.
Oh, yes.
Because this is the most zoom
Yeah,
I've got.
okay.
Because the bank is right up and then there's
That
a fence
is,
there.
yes.
So
We're
once I
limited with
lower the
space there.
tripod, I'll just get the levels right. we can then, if the jack does go into the ditch, we can see that. But not a major problem. But yeah, great surrounds, great place to watch bowls. So, do you play a lot of evening bowls here? Because the lighting here is just exceptional.
The lighting is second to none. That's one of the best light systems I've seen, and there's no shadow at all. So yes, we've tried this year. We played a few of our pennant number 1 grade games after the other grades and stuff like that.
Yep.
And yeah, up on the balcony you get hundreds of people up there sort of cheering on, which is good, which will be great for Platinum.
Yeah, fabulous.
With the quality of players that we'll have here playing.
Absolutely terrific. And what championships have you currently been involved in? So obviously we have a season that goes from July to June.
Yep.
So here at Club at Charlestown, I believe you may have had the 4s?
We have had our Club 4s, yes. Got. Yeah. I'm just getting shit put on me.
People had one job.
Absolutely.
But that's fine.
We have had our Club 4s here.
And now with your Club 4s, is it like in Dee Why where I am on the Metro North East, you've got to have a 7, you've got to have a 5, because it doesn't go in our region to state championships. This is a club championship. What about for you?
So our region actually goes to a region event from club.
Yeah,
so
you do some amazing things up here in Newcastle because you've got so many people playing bowls.
It's one thing I've been pushing for quite a while to get rid of the region champion because it doesn't go to state level.
Yeah, and it's just makes a really full calendar.
The calendar's already full enough, but yes. But so we actually have our Club 4s at open, so anyone can go in it.
Yeah.
There are clubs around that do limit they have to play with certain people that.
Just to try and make it a bit more inclusive,
absolutely.
Numbers and so forth. As we've got a good bowl coming in here.
A brilliant shot. But we're pretty lucky here. We've got a lot of members that get behind our club championships.
Which is brilliant.
We probably had, I think, last year in the club men's major singles, we had over 80 entries, which was just up there with the region
and do
event.
you play morning and afternoon games? Or
we do,
you sort of?
Yeah. In the major events we do.
Yep.
Minor events, we try and play one game a day.
I mean, not even Lightning do you get cancelled?
No, it's great. I can program games in all year. Which is fantastic.
And no doubt you probably do that where you've got, consistency singles and...
Yeah, we play our consistency through the week of a night time as well. So, but as long as it's on the board when the entries close, people know if they don't want to play those times, they don't go in the event.
Yeah, sure. Now we're looking at the head here with Kate Lee. She's coming on the backhand. She has got a very favourable situation. She's just got to try and thread the needle because they are both opponent bowls coming through.
Looks like they're holding 2 at the moment.
Wants to miss that front one, and she
has enough. Made 3 of it.
Yeah, she has, absolutely. And look, if you're in the area, we talk about having good weight. But look, there's a lot of matches where the good fortune 10 doesn't be shared, but I believe it equals it out. I don't know. You've obviously played at a high level. With how many state caps did you get? Well, have you got?
At this point in time, I think it's around 18 from memory.
And I like how you say at this point in time.
We'll hopefully get back there.
Because you weren't fortunate enough to make the team.
I'm still in the squad, but I haven't made the team for this next... they're off to Queensland next week, I believe.
And what... I mean, obviously selectors are selectors, but what you're a front-end player for the state side. Very strong when you've got people come from other states representing our wonderful state, which is different to the rugby league, where it's state of origin. I think it's wherever you work, isn't it? Is that the definition?
Yeah, I would say so, but we're lucky.
And that looks like it's 3? Yeah, it's only 3.
Yep. So we're very lucky in New South Wales. We would have enough talent to put 2 or 3 good sides into a state team, but
and look, that's a great blessing to have. But do you remember the old Australia A cricket days?
Yeah.
So it was World Series cricket, but you had Australia versus Australia A, so you didn't really know who to cheer for.
Absolutely. But no, I've been lucky enough to lead for New South Wales over in the Ali Shield over in WA, led for Lee Schreiner, and we managed to go 7 from 7 and only drop 1 rink out of 21.
Unbelievable.
So it was a fantastic time.
Well, we can see we've got a combination of Team Victoria and WA taking on New South Wales. No doubt you've been to, they do have nationals, don't they, in open level, where you're playing against all the different states?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, who's harder, Victoria or Queensland?
Ooh.
At at the moment.
At the moment, in open level, I would
Yep.
probably say Queensland.
Well, Omar's there,
yeah,
the goat,
absolutely.
and
Victoria still have a lot of good
Lifton
players,
and
but
Lurch and all those
absolutely.
different people. If you're not too sure, but as
the
an Aussie, we
Nelson
all have
boys.
nicknames.
Yep. But yeah, Victoria's still a great side, but yeah, the New South Wales Queensland rivalry is always the one.
Absolutely. And that's for me when I've been playing bowl since 1985. I've had 2 decades off actually because I just totally left from the game because I love this sport, but I'm a bit of a perfectionist.
Yep.
So I can go and play barefoot, but every time I go play barefoot, because I'm a lawn bowler, my cousins, my uncles, they all want to beat me. And it's like, oh man.
That's exactly why I don't play barefoot. Yeah.
And it's like, come on, look at you. You think you're a decent regional rep and I'm kicking your butt. Well, the good thing is about this sport, as you know, Daniel, anyone can beat anyone on their day.
They can. That's the joy of the Australian Open and stuff like that. You get your chance to play
Yep.
against the best and
But the
beat
cream
the best.
normally does rise to the top and generally get
Yes.
those consistencies, whether you draw a good card. I mean, the Australian Open, and that's the wonderful thing that in the men's bowls, Aaron Sheriff winning 6 or 7 titles, he finds the section very difficult because you can draw anybody.
It's phenomenal, the effort to win 6 or 7.
It's
great.
It's a number. Well, we had Matty Johnson from Soldiers
I
Point
did hear
here
him the other
on
night,
2021, and a couple of people laugh and say, "Mate, you played one good bowl in the whole final, but it was the one that needed."
That's all you
he
need
was
to do,
there.
man.
He was working well with Cody Packer.
Yep.
And no one can ever take that yellow uniform that he's never put back on. But we had a funny joke, and I said, "I reckon you'll bury yourself in that once you die," because he's never worn it since.
You know, I've got a few of those uniforms from Australian indoors and stuff, and they sit in the cupboard. I don't think they'd fit anymore, but
Well, that's okay. You're aging a bit more, and we look at the head here.
a good shot there from Prue, just about 2 feet behind, just setting the head up for a skip.
And this is the thing, speaking about setting the head up, those bowls are still in play, where that first, or that front bowl of our lead Prue is a good blocker if our lead decides to put a third bowl where she has 2 jack high bowls. We'll just go back to seeing her technique. A little mighty mouse pocket rocket from Tarrant Point. Good track again, and good weight.
Yeah,
And she's plugged up the hole.
this green is all very weight, or both greens that we've got here are very weight dependent. If you have good weight, they'll generally get back to the line at least.
So Corey Wedlock comes here when he's playing
Corey Wedlock
Gorilla
will play out
versus
the
Charles.
back on the road and still be good.
Look, a lot of people I've spoken to on my my broadcasting rate him as the best weight player at the moment.
absolutely.
In the men, I don't know about the ladies, and the more games we broadcast there.
Yep, totally agree. And he got his deserved victory at the Australian Indoor, been trying for a while.
Yeah, over the current world indoor at Jack McShane.
Yes, Jack
from
beat
Club
me in the first round.
All right, well, look, Kate is here.
She's on
the
a
back
tighter track,
end,
but
and
if
she's looking to
reaching
land
up
the ward,
there,
right?
Yeah, I believe she'll reach. She's got her own bowl coming in, or she just gets around that to the jack. It's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Crack
shot.
that, and we'll go a toucher. We'll bring in our dancing frog.
That is a
and
brilliant
we'll
shot.
also bring in the replay of that terrific shot, because it was. Hopefully it will go. No, my replay's not working.
Not
at the
working,
moment.
but
That's all right.
so I think they've got 2 back there.
So I will adjust the camera, and I'll probably do it, viewers, just so I don't space your eyes out. Change it to camera. There we go.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
So
Lovely shot, and she's obviously trying to play into her own teammates' bowls to promote those. Probably good weight, maybe a little bit heavier.
Yeah, just a little bit more weight needed there, but she probably cut 1 out there, so it's still 2 to Team WA Victoria.
Have you got a favourite rink here?
Well,
Is there a Daniel Hill rink? If you're here, I'm rolling up on that boss, and I'm the boss.
if you ask anyone else here, it's rink 8.
Okay.
I usually get a lot of crap from the boys that I'm always drawn on rink 8 somehow, which is
Okay.
behind us.
Oh, so they're trying to suggest that the random draw of rinks.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
We do have this green is called the
That happens
Nathan
in every
Dawson
club,
green.
my friend.
Oh, it does.
All right, we've got Helen Cruden. She was a runner-up in the national women's singles.
Trying to cut the count down here. They're probably 2.5 down. This
She is
on a
behind on
wider
the
side.
scoreboard, 7-3 on 5. Reaching weight.
Doesn't want to side chip that in because it could count. Not quite.
So we're looking, what, maybe 3 from the vision that
It's
we've
at
got
least
here.
2, yeah.
Or a measure for the third, but
We're going to set 1, 2, 3.
yeah, I think that was the signal there from Prue using, obviously, in deaf bowls. She's using,
It's amazing how they can...
yeah.
We
I
had-
think we should be doing it more in able-bodied to
Absolutely.
shut the people up on the greens.
But we actually had some deaf awareness training here on Friday last week.
Yeah, for
before
a
they
couple of
came.
hours.
Yeah, and
How was that?
It was an eye opener. Like you got in there and was sort of thrown into the Auslan sort of situation, and it's what they go through every day in different situations.
Absolutely.
So it was very good, very informative.
Well, the signal is from her lead, from Tony, you have 4 down.
I believe
She's
so.
got to come on the forehand. And
She's on a tighter track. It all depends on the weight here. She can get to her own bowls.
she's close.
Oh, she's just under, I think. Great effort. So that's going to
You know,
be...
viewers, and I'm going to give Daniel the little part here. Now, there's no in disrespect, but that SRV line was perfect. A lot of women who play bowls do use the SRV because that finish is very consistent.
Yep.
Being a Taylor bowl, I actually had a set of SRVs a few years ago, but I've moved them on. But it was more just to help me with my roll-up and everything else. But they've scooted out now to a significant lead of 11-3 on 6. We'll make sure we clarify that. But the combination team of Victoria and Western Australia over New South Wales. How good are the electronic scoreboards here? Have you
they're
had much
fantastic.
problem with them?
No. They're all run off a computer system in my office. I can nominate which boards add up on the master boards and stuff like that. So
Terrific.
It put some team managers out of a job for penance, but
Yes.
the master boards add themselves up. One of our former board members, Dave King, his company designed them and put them in.
No, I think it's fabulous.
I believe they've done the same down at Moama. They've got this scoring system, and they're doing the same at Maitland City.
Oh, terrific. Well, look, a very compact technique there from Tony Rose Robson from Tarrant Point. She's got the XGs. She's got the size 0, so they're not marbles, but they're not far off.
Yeah. I could probably use zeros.
No,
I
hey,
think.
listen, I've got small hands just
Yeah.
like yourself, mate.
Good shot here.
But yourself, what do you enjoy about this sport?
Oh, look, I just find the camaraderie, I'm lucky enough to be in a job where I get to do what I love every day, so it doesn't feel like a job. And I know my lovely wife at home, it brings that up a few times, but it's a fantastic sport. You get to play against different people, meet all sorts of different people. You don't have to like everyone, but
No, and that's the thing. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Look, you be civil.
absolutely.
And be polite and just use your values, right?
Everyone's different, but
Absolutely. And that's why I enjoy this sport.
Absolutely.
Because you're getting people from all walks of life.
it's a good shot here. Good
Well
leading.
done.
Yeah.
You know, look, we're only playing 15 ends. We are 1/3 through. And through the middle part here. Having a look here at the vision of our Prue Stain. She's from the Leopold Bowls Club, Victorian. And this is, look at her, she's quite animated. She's moving around the green. Do you have any little idiosyncrasies or things that you
what
do?
a shot.
Like you stamp
That is
your
brilliant.
foot?
That is brilliant shot.
Or do you move around on the green? It is a brilliant shot. We go the old toucher.
The touches out.
And you'll go get that in there.
Look, my delivery is quite unique. Some call it a mix between a Ryan Besser and a Jeremy Henry. It's quite round arm.
Yes.
But I as a coach too, I don't sort of teach certain deliveries, but
Well, people develop
whatever
their own
works.
thing like they're walking.
As long as they do the same thing every time, it's whatever works. So,
Terrific. Well, look, we've got Tony on the mat.
yeah, she's played 2 good bowls, and Prue's just outdone her with her last.
Well, she's got those to come in. So if she arrives,
Yeah,
They're not on the running surface, but the track is looking pretty good.
Just a fraction high, but could get the outside of her own. Good shot.
And she has. Well
That's
done.
one to New South Wales there on the crossover, and they need that. They need to get back on the board. 11-3 behind, 9 ends to go. You start looking at the scoreboard.
Well, then we're
behind,
talking
9
about
to go.
scoreboard pressure. In a roll-up, there's no scoreboard.
No,
So when you're coming to a national championship, and these are only once every 4 years.
absolutely.
So you can imagine that the expectation and pressure that these players would be putting on themselves would make things just a little bit more challenging.
I
So
know.
where does the skipper go here? Because we know that it's a game of chess. Someone like Carl Healy, who I've known quite well now, and most skippers, they're 3 or 4 shots
Absolutely.
to work it out.
Yep.
So what is she thinking here? There's plenty of gaps near the jack. They are ahead on the scoreboard, so they've got to keep attacking, right? You can't go into totally defensive
Can't
mode.
go to defence, yeah. So she just wants to get a close bowl here, and she's done fairly well. It's just got to pull up.
And really important, she's finished on that side of the head, because if you go on the left side, the 2 closest bowls of hers that are in the head could go out if there was an attacking shot. We're not seeing that play as much in the ladies
Of course,
in
yeah.
our deaf bowls, but through their education and more exposure through training and coaches and all those sorts of things.
Well, I know young Prue here. She's 16. She's the youngest competitor in the competition. She's getting coached down in Victoria and stuff by
Lives,
your Matt
breathes,
Flappers and
sleeps.
stuff like that. Yep.
Well, this terrific. And I'm not going to say lawn bowls anymore, because we're playing on the carpet.
Well,
So the world bowls
yes.
is bowls. Well, I just knew it as lawn bowls because there
me
was no
too.
such things as undercover, synthetic, astroturf, carpet.
Helen's coming down here. She's on a much better track.
This is Kate.
Kate,
we
sorry,
got it though.
Kate,
That's
sorry.
all right.
And she just ran through there. Line was brilliant. Still probably 1 to New South Wales.
So we've got Helen using SRVs. An experienced campaigner. She was our runner-up in the ladies' national singles. It was